An ancient custom of training warriors. They say that the ancient Yakuts practiced martial arts training. A boy's training began at the age of 3. First, they threw burning coals at him to teach him to dodge. Then they moved on to weapons training, hitting him with a palm tree, and finally teaching him to dodge arrows. The young man was required to complete his military training by the age of 18. Finally, the trained young man was subjected to a special test. While he was sitting at home, a skilled warrior would suddenly enter from the yard and chase him, weapon in hand, slashing at anything he could find. After this, the young man was stripped and checked to see if the weapon had touched his body. If wounds were found, his training was considered incomplete. If he passed the test, a piece of meat was thrown through a chimney from above, which he had to catch on the tip of his knife. Then a stitch was placed across his face. This cross mark signified that he was the best man who had undergone military training. Only a warrior who had undergone similar training could marry the daughter of a man who had received military training. This marriage, according to legend, took place like this. The suitor entered the yurt. Immediately, the old woman, the hostess, served him a bowl of kumis to quench his thirst. As he leaned toward the bowl, the old man suddenly jumped up and stabbed him with a palm tree, aiming for the liver. The groom had to jump aside without spilling the kumis. Then the old man swung his sword, aiming for the groom's head, intending to split his skull, and the groom, too, had to deftly dodge the blow. Only after these preliminary tests did the marriage negotiations begin. The old man consented and offered the groom the chance to have sex with the bride himself. The last one would jump out into the yard and flee. The groom would pursue her. He would become her husband if he caught up with her and managed to overpower her. The old man had the right to cut down an untrained groom on the spot, without incurring any punishment. They say this training in martial arts was abandoned after the Russians arrived. According to Platon Savich Semenov, 41, 2nd Malzhigarsky Naslag. January 1925, from G.V. Xenofontov's book Eliada, 1977.